Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about how to endeavor to survive and thrive in 2025. This is information that is inspired by Cliff High, who was my first correlation, was my direct correlation to understanding UFOs, UAPs, geopolitics, and this line, endeavor to survive 2025, is pulled directly from him. Now, this is the beautiful thing about social media. We are inspired by individuals who don't necessarily exist in our worldview. They only exist through the Black Mirror, the double split experiment, right? The only thing that exists is what's in your perception of reality, which really ties into today's episode. I've been learning a lot from him and many others alike about an anticipatory future for 2025. Now, at the end of the day, this really coincides with entering into the age of Aquarius, calendar changes, numerology. For example, this year is a 9-year, which is the end of a cycle and the start of a new one. But the end of a cycle usually means a lot of radical changes and shifts. And well, I record this early February of 2025, and safe to say that's kind of already happening, right? In our own worldview, my worldview, the Evan Senior worldview, what I'm seeing is Los Angeles wildfire, a lot of executive orders being enforced by the new president of this country, a missile, a plane crash in Philadelphia, the city I just so happen to find myself near and in, which is going to tie into this video, and then many other plane crashes, which shouldn't be happening. None of this should be happening. Planes, fuel, oil, gas, coal, when we have free energy, none of this makes sense. And that's really another theme of today's video. Endeavor to survive 2025. What's happening right now is there is a dramatic shift in the collective consciousness. And it's something that you, my dear friend on the other side of this black mirror, may have been ignoring. But here's the thing. This year is not going to allow you to ignore it anymore. For example, for me specifically, I'm focusing on healing, getting my diet right. What's an ideal fitness routine for me to pursue? What type of frequencies and vibrations should I really be operating at? Understanding that this all is energy, frequency, and vibration. Knowing those three things, that's what my focus is on. But also training and eating and living to survive in the long term, longevity. It all ties into surviving 2025. Early February, the month of January, has already shown that a lot is happening. But at the end of this quarter and going into the spring, you're going to see a lot of changes in economics and then political tension on the world stage, if you will. This is just an anticipatory future. So a lot of things are changing, and the whole point of this video is a lot of things are changing, and it's really inspiring what? It's inspiring fear. So this line of endeavor to survive 2025, I'm personally reframing as endeavor to thrive in 2025. At the end of the day, the collective consciousness is grasping the concept of zero-point technology. We thank our aliens, the Pleiadians, and the stars, the UFOs, the UAPs, disclosure, all of it, right? And then on a human point, this new president, everybody that's surrounding it, just know that things are changing, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So instead of just kind of sitting back in fear and allowing this year to really just, it's fly by, We're going to thrive in 2025. And there's one word that I'm mastering. So it's an idea that I'm mastering. It's a belief and a knowing that I'm mastering. It's courage. It's courage. Not being scared, not being fearful, right? It's what courage can you master? Because remember, you only serve one master. So master your courage in 2025 and thrive. Look, reincarnation's a thing. Many cycles, cyclical. Souls reincarnate time and time again to learn things. Go through the life review, come back, do it all again until we learn something, until we evolve. Remember, the collective consciousness is a whole. The ontology, the ontological view, we're a whole. And we have individual perceptions of reality. So it's a collective consciousness. It's a fractal, holographic, universal matrix that was split up into different beings. Dogs, cats, humans, many different exotic animals. And then, of course, if you believe in it, it's a knowing, Pleiadians and different beings that traverse the galaxy, the universe. I feel deep down that that exists. It's kind of like a knowing. So there's many different beings across the universe, and we're all understanding it, remembering it through our own worldview. So here's the thing. With this knowing, what's there to be scared of? In 2025, I'm really harnessing my voice online and in person, understanding that for me, a humanitarian, my time is now. I can't ignore this anymore. Free energy? You mean free energy we can harness? All these UFOs and UAPs that they just stop, they hover for hours on end in 90 to 120 mile per hour winds? What? How are they being powered? 0-point energy. So free energy. So that exists, and the collective consciousness is grasping that idea. And soon it will be in the mind hive of all beings, and we'll remember, which is beautiful. So with that being said, I can either take that idea, belief, and sit back, grab a bag of popcorn and just survive 2025, or I can say, okay, I can actively engage and participate in the synchronistic flow of life, and I can use my voice for the highest good to participate in that great shift, which is what I'm leaning towards, and I'm going all in on the true self, harnessing the mighty I am presence within. That's how we thrive in 2025, because a new earth literally means there's two timelines that are diverging. The survival, victimhood, poor me mentality, or thrive. Understanding that the true power is within. We don't allow power to be in a presidential figure, a corporation. No. The true power is within. And what's the truest power? Prana, the breath of life. Our voice. Our voice harnesses frequency. That's why we're inspired by motivational speakers. It's not the words they're saying. It's the energy, the frequency they're giving us. Their transmission is what truly inspires us. And realizing that, I can harness my voice online or sit back, grab a bag of popcorn, and just survive 2025. Because things are about to get unique. Things are about to get weird and interesting. So with all this being said, be inspired. And endeavor to survive 2025. Endeavor to thrive in 2025. And there's one way that you're going to thrive in 2025. It's courage. It's courage. It's courage. Because there's been whispers in your mind. And if you're listening to this, don't ignore this. There's been whispers in your mind calling you towards your highest calling. How long will you ignore that? Will you partake in the revolution? Understand, there's shifts in economics, politics, and technology. AI isn't something to be afraid of. It gives us back our time, more freedom to pursue what is truly calling us, intuitions. Politics is changing. We understand. We've known for an eternity. We don't need government. We don't. And that dramatic shift in technology and in politics is going to be really weird, dangerous, scary. It's going to incite fear. But how do we overcome fear? By taking so much definite action that it overwhelms your fearful mind. And then economics. Listen, I said it. Inspired by Cliff. Tariffs, petrodollar, 0 point energy. Trump already imposing tariffs, realizing that, okay, this might not be good for the American economy. It's not going to be a boots on the ground war. It's going to be an economic war. Right? A trade war. All right, allow that. People are going to realize this isn't working out, right? Then we're going to drill. Back to the petrodollar. Drill, baby, drill. It's also not going to work out. Cycles. This year is literally going to fly by in cycles. And it's all going back towards 0 point energy. This is the truth. It's beautiful. It's so unbelievably beautiful. And yes, in my mind, endeavor to survive 2025. Okay, heal. Do your transcendence healing. Go within. Optimize your diet. Most importantly, optimize your mental health. Allow the right frequencies to enter and come out. Your voice coming in and out. Do the meditations. And explore. What's really is going to be good for your mental health is not to lay back in fear. It's going to take up your courage to master your courage and go pursue what it is you actually want to pursue. And that is directly correlated to getting really clear on your true self. It all goes back towards 0 point energy. Hold the vision of the highest outcome possible, where we all live in nature together. Free food, an abundance of food and water. We don't even think from an egoic standpoint because we've transcended that, because we understand that humanity is Earth and Earth is humanity. We are one. I am the one. You are the one. As long as you participate and go about your life as if you are the one, your power is within. So endeavor to survive, and most importantly, endeavor to thrive in 2025 with courage, with an abundance of courage. Master your courage. I love you dearly. Thank you for following me on this journey. If this inspired you, go pursue your highest calling. I believe in you. I thank you, and I love you dearly. I'm here for you. Have a beautiful day.